What is up, everybody? It's your boy G-Man.
It's your boy Noah,
and
we are the Superhero Brothers.
What is up, everybody? Our very first topic of the day, we got the Joker movie. So me and Noah saw this, last Friday?
Last Friday, and I actually saw it 2 days ago as well with my girlfriend. So I saw it twice. A lot of depression twice.
Dang. So yeah, I mean, this movie really hit deep. So we'll just kind of go over what we liked about it. Or Noah, what did you like about the movie? What kind of creeps you out about the movie? And just like your overall review or rating.
Yeah, so, I mean, honestly, it was actually good. I don't know if a lot of people do this, and granted, movies are expensive, but watching a movie twice is also good because you can kind of realize the stuff that you missed the second time. And I'll approach this, one, from a fan perspective, and then two, from like I guess you could say just from like a film perspective, nothing like too in depth. But from a fan's perspective, what I really appreciated was that it seemed like DC, which I still believe was behind the movie, right? Or was it just solely like outside?
Matt Reeves said is outside the DC universe, but
well, not necessarily outside the DC universe, but DC still has technical rights to it.
Yes, yeah.
So for them to stay with like the dark theme of who the Joker was, and I felt like they really got to the backstory of the Joker. And like we say this all the time, by the way, if you haven't seen the movie, probably shouldn't listen to this podcast because we're gonna be because this is gonna be spoilers all day. But I think that you really got to see the madness that kind of came with him getting off his meds, and like I just really felt like he was the Joker. So I think from a fan's perspective, I think it did a really good job to the comics, just with the storytelling and everything like that. From a film perspective, dude, Joaquin Phoenix crushed that role. Like his laugh is what got me.
He had me freaked out.
Dude, his laugh freaked me because it was like he made it so painful. And he said he even like studied people with the condition that would laugh so hard that it was painful for them. And you could tell that he really did that. And then how his body looked. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, he needs some superhero brother like programs. He was just like, oh my gosh, it was gross. But I mean, it was definitely a drama movie. Like, don't think this is like an Avengers type movie or like a Thor type movie. This is a straight up drama. Not really an action film. This is a straight up drama, but it was really good. I loved it. Freaked me the heck out, but I loved it. What about you?
Dude, I was totally enthralled by this movie from like start to finish. I just had my hand up against basically my chin, like trying to keep my jaw from dropping at some of the crazy scenes that happen. Like you said, I think Joaquin Phoenix did a phenomenal job, and I liked the spin that they took on it. Like, you got to see the real dark side of Gotham. Like, it wasn't like, oh, like I say dark side, when think of like Thomas Wayne, everyone always paints him as this wonderful philanthropist, and then you actually get to see the other side of him really being a jerk and not being for the community. And it was interesting how kind of they made you almost want to be empathetic to the Joker, which
that's definitely what it was. Yeah, which I think was what sparked a lot of controversy.
Yeah, you know? Which was super dangerous, but also just like his unpredictability. Like, when he shot Robert De Niro like in the face.
Oh, bro, I knew that was happening, bro.
I mean, I knew it, but I was still shocked.
He was like, Murray. What do you think?
Murray.
Yeah, Murray. I was like, oh, snap. Knock. I know everybody was freaking out. Like, oh, snap, he's gonna get shot. Like, oh, yeah. When he first said the first joke, and then when he didn't, I was like, because I saw it the second time, I was like, everybody's like, oh, it's gonna happen. I was like, no, I'll just wait for it. But no, the most violent part was fat dude Randall. Who got his head bashed into the wall like 50,000 times.
Like, hey, Randall, the poor little midget guy.
Yo, the midget, bruh. Yo, so by the way, there's nothing against small people, midgets, whatever you guys want to call them. I just thought and they made it comical, that fact. But like, I saw an Instagram post that was like the Joker movie summed up. It was like a refrigerator, a clown mask, and then the little door lock.
Bro.
So for basically, by the way, like I said, if you've already, haven't seen it, I'm sorry for spoiling it, but basically there was a small person who's like this colleague of, the Joker early on. And after the guy got killed, the little man was afraid that he was going to get killed next. He's like, oh. And then he was like, oh, you could go. And then he scared him. That was bad. Yeah. So he scared the little man, and the little man like ran to the door. Little did he know the door was actually locked, like the chain locks that is at the top of the door, and he couldn't reach it, so he kept jumping, trying to reach it. He was like, "Arthur, do you mind helping?"
Yeah.
And of course, everybody's like, "Oh snap, bro, that's it. He's dead. He's done." But he was nice to him. So hey, you never know what being nice to people could do. So
Yeah. I mean, I think it was also kind of interesting, which this is just really like comic book nerd type thing. Like, Batman at one point got into like the Mobius chair, and then there's 3 Jokers, and then how he doesn't really have an identity. I think that was really cool. How they played on the fact like he thought he was Thomas Wayne's son because that's what his mother, like, he had read those letters or whatever, but then he found out he was adopted, and so they really didn't know what his real name was. And so
I
it
love
just
that too. Yeah, that
adds
was
to
really
the
cool.
intrigue. And then at the girlfriend, you had recognized it. I didn't know it. I was totally flipped
Bro,
out.
who would love a freak like that, bro? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to be me, but
bro?
dude was weird.
He was, but I did not. And then she was like, "Hey, you're that guy from that lives down the hall. My daughter's in her room. Can you just leave?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" It was wild.
Dude, I was waiting because, like I said, the second time my girlfriend was watching it, and she didn't catch it. And I was like, wait for her to say, where's your mom? And because everybody's like, maybe they love each other. Maybe he has a key to the apartment. It's kind of scary, but weird. But like, what's going on? Then he was like, she was like, where's your mother? Do you know where your mother's, or is your mother home? And that's when I was just like, yup. Dude was making it up the whole time. But if you really think, dude, it's weird, man.
Hey, bro, the world is an interesting place. So I don't know. Some things happen. So.
Yeah, and you know what? Somebody made a good point, actually. And it was really good, too, because I think it was more than just talking about the Joker, but really about society and, like, how, like, the social services, like, talking about funding getting cut.
Yep.
And how, like, that really helped, that really did aid in the craziness that he ended up going towards, because he stopped taking his meds and he got crazier and crazier and crazier. And, I mean, he just kind of showed a society, I guess you could say, dilemma, out there where, social services are not getting the funding they need to possibly support people like that. So,
and then you have like these, I guess I'll say white collar, like, workers being like, oh, well, if you built yourself up and made something of yourself, and like not understanding like sometimes some of the issues that these people are going through.
Yeah, like when they were in the train.
Yeah.
And he was like laughing and trying to pull it out, and they didn't. And I was just like, dang, man.
And they were like, oh, these are such great people inside. They work for me. They're such good people, because he only saw
the worker,
that office side. So,
dude, it was crazy when he shot the guy and he started like running after him. He was like, he was like, I'm killing you, I'm shooting you. He would always shoot people more than once too. Like, he would just pow 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 pow. And I was like, yeesh.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. But yeah, with that, what's your review out of 10?
That was an 8.5, 9 for sure.
Okay. I give it the same. It was a solid 9. But yeah, I just don't know. I feel like almost every Joker movie, every movie that the Joker in, it's been phenomenal except like Suicide Squad.
Yeah. And was it you that said Jared Leto wasn't happy about that?
He wasn't happy. I don't know if he was necessarily happy for Joe Quinn. I mean, I didn't really read into it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he was unhappy when Suicide Squad originally came out, and a lot of his scenes were cut from the movie. So a lot of people feel his Joker was bad and gypped.
I wasn't too impressed myself, so I mean, but yeah, man, so it was a good movie. I also like how it alluded to Bruce Wayne a little bit and his story and like Batman, and he kind of got sold, but yeah. So I mean, overall, great movie. Kind of upset that we're not gonna be able to see him in future Batman movies or anything.
Who knows? Hopefully they'll just like a light bulb will go off and be like, oh, we should make this a continuity thing somehow. But actually, with that did you see the Birds of Prey trailer that just came out?
Yeah, with Margot Robbie.
Yep, as Harley Quinn. Yeah. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think?
I think before I saw the trailer, I was excited about it. I think after I saw the trailer, I don't know. Like, I think Margot Robbie plays a great Harley Quinn. I don't know how she does that accent. It's like perfect, like Mr. J or something. I can't do it myself, but like,
yeah, don't do that again.
It's okay. Mr. J, I don't know. I can't do it. It's like a strong like New Jersey accent. I don't know. I'm from the South. It doesn't work. But I thought it was good. I would have to kind of see the story more and understand the other characters. But it kind of looked underdeveloped to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'd kind of agree with that. It looked like a wannabe Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
just
like it tried too
all
hard. Yeah,
female version, but
exactly.
and the Birds of Prey, like the concept in the comics is amazing, but I don't think, again, like you said, I think they're kind of just rushing it to be,
DC.
and they want this whole like anti-hero thing. I'm like, look, they're villains. Like, let them be villains, and then develop them to like this anti-hero. I will say the one thing, and this is really just because I like Ewan McGregor as an actor. I'm kind of excited to see his take on Black Mask. And then there's a couple. I know there's Huntress, Harley Quinn. I want to say there's Black Canary and one other person, but I'm excited to see. I have high hopes, but I'm also, as a realist of seeing DC's movies.
All right, dude, it's like a disappointment every time you see the trailer. It's like, yo, I like the idea. I think the concept's good. We already know you're going to underdeliver. Like,
Yeah,
that's what sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even be excited about that. But
we'll see. We'll see.
yeah. But anyway, man, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. If you are listening on the podcast, we would love a 5-star review if you thought it was good. Love to give us a comment as well. If you're watching on the YouTube, make sure you can catch, again, the full episode or more episodes on our podcast on Spotify as well as Apple Music, or I guess Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcast, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, this was Noah.
This is G-Man.
And we are the
Superhero
Superhero
Brothers.